Hello, awesome squad. Welcome back to another video. Alright, so it's back to school again. Finally, it's back to school again. So I'm going to share a little activity or a little tip that I came up with for you to prepare for your child's teacher. Alright, so it doesn't have to be a special needs child. It can be done for any child. And as a teacher, I appreciate this because it helps you and helps your work a little bit easier, because this way you know all about your students. And with this pandemic and the kids being out of school, you know, it really helps. So here I'm sharing my profile, my child's profile that I made. All right, so I did it in Canva. I did it on the computer. I tried to make it a little pretty and cute. You don't have to use the computer. You can just get out a sheet of paper, nicely, neatly write out all the things that I'm going to share here with you. You can just put it there and you can just let teacher have it so she has an idea of who your child is, what you're working for. So at the top I have his name, his full name, and then I put his age. And then I got this cute little picture right here for Cassie. I also wrote out a little vision statement. No, it doesn't have to be anything fancy at all. Your vision statement is what you want for your child, what you see your child doing in the future, what you know, your expectations, your goals, yes, as a parent. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy that you want for your child. You just put it right there. I have a few lines because I'm a teacher, so I may be a little bit more. So it doesn't have to be fancy. So right here I have the vision statement, and it's telling teacher that I envision Kashlani to have a life of choices. I envision him to have meaningful relationships in life. I want him to be surrounded by support and love in the future. Everything that I want for him is right here in the vision statement, all right? So you can just put your little statement there, what you see for your child. I see my child working towards, because some of these kids, they have their dreams and aspirations. Some of them know what they want to be already in life. So you could put it in your vision statement there. I see my child doing well in the sciences, working towards his goal as being a doctor, whatever it is that you want for your child. And then I have 4 little boxes here. I have strengths, I have what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and what I'm working on. All right, so those are the 4 boxes that we're going to be focusing on. So you list all your strengths. So here from Kasani, I have his strengths. I have everything that he's good at. So I let teacher know that he's an auditory and visual learner. I also let her know that he knows his ABC and the letter sounds. He does, guys. Yes, he can count from 1 to 20, and he also knows how to count in Spanish from 1 to 10. Maybe he knows more, I don't know. But that's what I know from, you know, playtime and stuff like that with Kasani. So I'm listing all the strengths here. I also let her know that he likes to sing. He loves to sing. He'll change the songs to fit whatever he's playing with. So he likes to sing, and he also knows every single animal and their songs. He does, guys. He even told me about gecko and the okapi. I had to go on the internet to find out about these animals. So I listed all the strengths for a teacher, and then I went on to, underneath it, what doesn't work. So what doesn't work for Kasani? Loud noises. Sensory issues, no, doesn't work. Shouting doesn't work. Sudden change, if you move him, he's doing something and you move him suddenly, doesn't work. Assuming that he doesn't understand, that's where you go wrong. That doesn't work either, because he does understand you. Even though he's not verbal, he's listening and he's storing everything up here. So he does. So don't assume that he doesn't understand. He does. So you list your strengths, what doesn't work, and then on the other side, I went on to what works. So when I say what works for me, I'm talking about Kasani. So what works for me, what works for Kasani? Patience. You just have to be patient. It may take a week, it may take a month, it may take a whole year, but patience work for him. Schedules and routines, he thrives on those, so you have to ensure that you don't mess up his routine. If you mess up his routine, you're messing him up. So schedules and routines, they work. Also, visuals. So if he's seeing a picture, you'll get him to be verbal. So that will work. And what also works is praises. It doesn't matter how small it is or how little you think it is. If he takes up that book, you better clap him and tell him, yay, good job. Sorry. You better clap him and tell him, yay, good job. Because if you don't do it, he's going to do it for himself. So praises work for him. Then we have what I'm working on. So what Kasani is working on. So right now we're working on gross motor skills, catching, throwing a ball, kicking a ball. We're also working on fine motor skills as well, coloring and using the Play-Doh. The Play-Doh is a bit hard because of his sensory issues, so he may not want to, feeling those squishy stuff, but we're working on that. And we're also working on conversation speech, asking questions and answering. Kasani, do you want juice or bread? Stuff like that. What is your name? So we're working on conversation. We're also working on following directions. So just little things in 3 words to make a sentence. Please turn off the light or things like those. Come for the book. So we're working on following directions. So I listed all of these things. They may seem like a lot. You may not have a lot, but it doesn't matter. It just makes teachers' work a little bit easier, and it helps you and your child at school. So this is something that you can do. School opens in another week. It didn't take me 30 minutes to complete because I already knew, you know your child, so it won't take long. So if you don't want to, because I guess people don't have the time to be on the computer, so if you don't want to be on the computer, you can get your nice little blank paper and you can do it up nice and neat and write it up for a teacher. Trust me, she will appreciate it. If I get those, I'm going to be appreciative. So guys, comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on my profile, on your child profile. So if you send me your information, I'll be able to do it for you at a small cost. And yeah, you'll have that for a teacher. So guys, I'm wishing you and your children a happy school year. I'm really hoping and praying that we get back inside the classroom. I think the kids learn so much better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you like my child profile. Did I do a good job?